toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Flames will put total leather to crank us up. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the James Madison Dukes offense will go to work first. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Martin back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Barber. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Ellis. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Dukes are on the move. Looking to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Carney. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the pro. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football. All taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a... negative play.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. These corners going to give them some space. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your... opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the Liberty Flames offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back. Again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looking to pass. It's Houck. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. At the 20, he's got space. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Flames. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Martin will throw it. Bring in the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Makes a move. Touchdown, Liberty! Special teams proving to be special.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's special ability.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown Flames. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Leaves it with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, after that miss, they're still trying to fight their way out of an 18-point hole. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Houck. Looking left. This time he's got it. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Flames now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Fires left. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right on target this time. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Got it. And the Flames, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 4 over Georgia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Martin back to pass. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Ellis. The Dukes will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Dukes will call on their punt team. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Flames can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. And they spike it to stop the clock.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one.
No gain on the play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Houck. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. The Dukes will kick it off to start the second half.
28, James Madison, 3.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Dickens. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Flames come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Finds the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw again. Finds his tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick strike complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Flames have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
And they're able to get him down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. On the ground, it's Carney. Runs through the tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. And the Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. The Dukes will punt this one away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Houck. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got a man, it's Dickens. And he'll be brought down. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're working that left side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Flames are moving quickly down the field. That's caught. It's Dickens. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Got enough space. Touchdown, Flames. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Dickens. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. That's reeled in, it's Smith. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Houck. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Oh, they're after him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And honestly, it's been about